Hello, class. How are you doing? So today we are looking at grammar practice, page 18, listening, pronunciation. So we'll continue into unit 2. Again, this is page 18, and it starts off at the very top. What are you doing? Okay, so most specifically today, what I want you to look at and notice is the verbs. Okay, doing ends in here, ing, looking, running, so on and so forth. So let's take a look here first and foremost at the words, and I want you to practice pronunciation with yourself here in the word bank. So right over here in the word bank, first word is laugh, laugh. Look, look. Run, shout, shout. Smile, start, stop. Watch, wave, wear. Okay, so these words here are different verbs. And verbs are actions, right? And sometimes they aren't actions. We'll talk about that in future units and what that means, a state of verbs. But action is what I want for you to think of for verbs. And they are the actions that the subject does. Okay, and so with verbs, you can modify them, and the way the word is written and said changes depending on tense. And what tense means is when the action takes place. Okay, so did it happen yesterday? Did it happen today? Will it happen tomorrow? The action, right? For example, do you work? I work. Did you work yesterday? I worked yesterday. Am I working now? Right? The verb, for example, is work, and the spelling and pronunciation and the way it is used changes depending on when the action took place, takes place, or will take place. Okay. So moving on, notice here in exercise C and D, all of these words highlighted in blue, we add ing to the word. And these words, again, are verbs, okay? So exercise C, please practice reading these words and sentences. Please listen to how I'm pronunciating these words and use that sort of as a model. I'm not saying I am saying the words correctly and perfectly, but I am trying my best so that you can model pronunciation for these sentences here. Okay, so C, number 1, they're looking at the camera. They're looking at the camera. Number 2, they're running in the race. They're running in the race. They're wearing the same glasses. They're wearing the same glasses. They're watching the race. They're stopping for a photo. They're wearing the same shirts. Okay. And letter D, she's laughing. He's smiling. She's waving. He's shouting. Okay. Obviously, these are exercises related to the photos. I do, if you're unfamiliar with the words and the meaning, I always recommend not necessarily to rely on technology and translate the words, but sometimes when learning new words, if you are unfamiliar using Google Translate, seeing the language in English next to your language is very helpful to learn the words, especially as you're learning a new language. I think I would say that is completely okay. So just the deeper analysis of these words and the structure of the sentences, what you see here, first and foremost, is there. She's, he's, right? And then you see a verb modified or changed with ing at the end of it. Okay, so looking first at the word there, what this is, okay, these are called contractions. And what a contraction is in English is when we take two words and we combine them to make one word. Now, when speaking, me personally, and most people speak and use contractions. I would never say, I am working. I'm working, right? What are you doing? Well, actually, no. What are you doing? I'm working. You're working. What is she doing? She's working, right? It's more natural, and the flow of the language and speech is it's faster, of course, but it's similar to how we use pronouns, because they in some ways are shortcuts, and the flow, sort of like traffic, it moves better. Okay, but looking here, this is subject and verb be, and of course, as you may already know, we combine them to make a contraction. So I am, I'm. You are, you're. He is, he's. She is, she's. It is, it's. We are, we're. They are, they're. Okay? So this is the first part of our sentence structure. Subject plus be. Okay? So I am, you are, and of course, contractions, he's. Okay? And the verb be is here, am, are, is. Subject, again, is the person or thing, the noun rather, doing the action. Again, these are subject pronouns. You don't have to use subject pronouns. The structure would follow the same. What I mean by that, let's just say my name is Jimmy, right? And so if you were talking or discussing me, Jimmy is, because I am one person, okay? And if I were to translate, rather, Jimmy to a subject pronoun, one person, third person, singular, male, is he is, okay? So Jimmy is would be the correct structure. If you want to talk about Jimmy and Tom, Jimmy and Tom are now two people, translating that, or the equal to that for subject pronoun, plural, they. And so Jimmy and Tom is not correct. Jimmy and Tom are. Okay. This is the same as they are, or there. Okay. So yes, again, you may be very familiar with this, but the next part is very important, and this is the verb looking, running, wearing, laughing, right? And of course, this works with, I would say, all verbs. Any action word, we add ing. Now, what the meaning is when we add ing to the verb, okay? So I'm, subject, I am. So then now the rest of our formula subject plus be plus verb, and then we add ing to it. Now, what this means is this action, the name is called present continuous. And there's past continuous formats, and the meaning changes, right? As we go on with lessons or to your next class, you may discuss these concepts. But present continuous, this action means the action is happening at the same time we are talking, right? So it means right now. So if I am on the phone with you and I say, what are you doing? Notice again, the verb do ends in ing. Because we are talking now, I want to know what action you, right, are doing right now. I'm working is a possible response. I'm cooking. I'm cleaning. All right. Again, I'm subject plus be, and then a verb we add ing. Okay. Now, if you're unsure, the difference between simple present here is I work. Okay, I work. So what is the difference between these two sentences here? I'm working, I work. Okay, I'm working means, again, right now, the same time we are talking. I work means I want you to think of similar to a schedule or a routine, right? So do you work? I work. Yes. Do you work? She works. And in this format, subject plus verb, nobody works. Well, not nobody. Possibly some people work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, but the majority of people work a schedule or have a routine. They work 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. There's a schedule. And this is how we use subject plus verb, right? I work. I work. I work every day. I work 5 days a week. And it is true. I would use this in a positive sense, right? Not negative, where I would say I don't work. But the difference is I use this to discuss or explain a schedule or routine. Asking and answering this question, okay, would be if somebody just wants to know if I have a schedule or routine if I work 2 or 3 or 4 days and the time, right? The ing again means right this second. So right now I'm not working, okay? I'm at home. So the ing, I'm not working, okay? And that is in the negative sense. So positive, subject be plus verb, ing, subject be plus verb. It's not is for negative. Okay. Now, looking at this, it is very important. Your, he's sounds very similar to his, but when listening and identifying meaning, it's very important, right? What word comes next? Your cook. So that would be incorrect. Okay, we couldn't say your cook, you're cooking. He's listening. Okay. Now, for example, he's listening, his dog. Possessive adjectives here. Again, we'll review this, but just a quick note. He's, his. Sounds very, very similar, right? but that next word is so important to know and identify the meaning. If it is a verb with ing, he's listening, he is. His dog, possessive adjective, because dog is not a verb, it is a noun. Okay. So please, I mean, hopefully this video helps you understand this page 18. Please work on this activity. If you guys have questions, concerns, anything that I can do to help you guys, you all, please let me know. I am more than happy to help. Thank you very much. Have a good day. And another video will be coming shortly.